You feel the number of people out there being like, what's going on?
First and goal. Mahomes flings it.
It's there! Harden! Jackpot! Kansas City! And this was the Andy Reid special. This was the Andy Reid special we talked about. He was saving all day. He's going to fake a motion to go across. And at that moment, he turns and goes back Hardman, who they didn't have, right?
And they win it by 3 on this touchdown throw to Mecole Hardman, who started the season as a Jet.
Jim, I want you to know this was an incredible call. What they did, Andy Reid right here, and Mahomes' eyes holding people inside. You cannot look at Mahomes' eyes. Watch this right here. Pause that. Right there. See this motion? As soon as that happens, Ward's eyes go to the next guy inside. And at that point, he's out leveraged.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is how Super Bowl 58 ended, with the San Francisco 49ers falling to the Kansas City Chiefs 25-22 in overtime. It's your boy, Willie Epstein Jr. This is the final episode of a Show Sho Nuff Divided for season 2. The ladies are here. Bryan, unfortunately, is ill and can't talk, which might be a good thing. But no, for real, though, we wish him nothing but the speediest of recoveries. We're going to get to the game and the afterthoughts of the game here in just a minute. We're also going to get to, I got some questions for the ladies, and they don't even know what they're coming. And I don't even know what questions I'm going to ask. And then we got to talk. We're going to start talking about the unfortunate, tragic incident that took place in Kansas City on today during the championship celebration parade there in downtown Kansas City near Union Station. We're going to talk about all that here in just a moment. Before we actually do anything else, I think you guys know what we have to do. I think you know. If you don't know, doggone it, now you know. Here we go. Let's go.
Right about now, you're about to be possessed by the sounds.
Yeah, I know what it is. You little suckers get to talking, grabbing out walking, strapped to the pong, getting jaws and smacking, they sleep with the coffins. And they getting greedy like saying, give me all.
Oh, bittersweet are the memories that were the 2023 NFL season. Here are the ladies. There's Teshia, who for some reason, maybe y'all can tell me, cannot stop smiling. There's Leslie.
Laughing goes along with it.
There's Leslie, who's smiling for reasons unknown to me, but I guess I'll let her explain that here in just a second.
It's fine.
She just keeps saying it's fun. Well, all right, ladies, before we actually get to the Super Bowl, let's talk about the incident that took place in Kansas City I shouldn't say moments ago, but a few hours ago. A gunman opens fire at Union Station, where the celebration was taking place, where the parade was taking place, near or in downtown Kansas City. They had the guy in custody, but not before one person has lost their life and 10 other people or 10 to 15 other people are wounded. I just listened to a clip from the police chief in Kansas City, and I've got some staggering information that I want to share. But before we actually get to that, Leslie, your thoughts. Well, let's say this first before we go to Leslie. You know, we have to say this. Our thoughts and prayers are out to everybody that's affected, whether directly or indirectly, whether you know the contributants or not, whether you know the victims or not, whether you're a Kansas City Chiefs fan or not. This is heartbreaking and heart-wrenching and can be considered yet another mass shooting in the United States of America. Leslie, your thoughts and emotions as we talk about this incident that took place in Kansas City today.
Yeah, I mean, it's just over an hour from me, so it was really staggering to hear. And I know lots of people that were there today, so I spent a lot of my afternoon trying to make sure everybody I knew was okay. Luckily, they are, so that's that's good. It's still really sad that anybody was injured on something that should have been a really happy occasion for the people of Kansas City. And while we all know I'm not a huge Chiefs fan, this really is inexcusable. And I don't know that thoughts and prayers are enough at this point. It'd be great if we could actually do something. But yeah, my love goes out to all the families that were affected and the kids who will have that trauma, whether they were close to it or not, the rest of their lives. So it's a tough day for everybody here.
Teshia, this is your team, and by the way, congratulations to you and the Chiefs for winning back-to-back Super Bowl championships. First time that's been done since the Patriots did it in 03 and 04. Patrick Mahomes has climbed the ladder in terms of him being the GOAT. He's not there yet. We'll talk about that at some other point in the show. Your team, your fan base, your thoughts.
Well, also my friends and my family, just like Leslie said, I had a lot of people that I knew like personally that were there. And like I don't know. I think for a family, like to pack up a stroller with the baby and a cooler and camp out and spend all of that time to celebrate something that should have been absolute bliss and just happiness. And it was until it wasn't. It's also Valentine's Day. It's the day of love. Like, you're supposed to be happy and spread love and spread joy. It's Ash Wednesday. I just, like she said, I think it's completely unexcusable. I have a lot of feelings and I'm not gonna share them all, but my heart goes out to literally not just the 700,000, whatever it was, people that were there, but literally everybody, because it hurts whether you were there or whether you weren't there. This was a huge, huge tragedy. And it was to see so much joy just be killed, obviously for something extremely so selfish, is terrible. And we have to do better than that. We've got to do better than that. So
I don't know if you ladies are trying to make me cry right now because I feel like I'm on the verge.
I've cried for hours.
Let me say this. Those kids who probably have lost a parent, those kids that have probably lost a brother or a sister, those kids, those fans that were there on a day where we celebrate love and unity and camaraderie. For this to happen, the officer in Kansas City said that they had over 800 law enforcement personnel on the scene.
Yes.
Over 800 law enforcement. And to be able to go out there and have the balls to do something like this on this day, on this occasion, you have to be a twisted and sick individual in order to perpetrate and act like this. And anybody that out there that knows me knows that I hate division. They know that I don't care about what color somebody is. The only color I care about is red. That's the blood of Jesus that was shed for remission of all of our sins. That's the only color that matters. Political affiliation doesn't matter. When you get to the pearly gates, Jesus is not going to ask you whether you are a Republican or you're a Democrat or whether you're a conservative or liberal. As a matter of fact, if you really want to know the truth of the matter, Jesus was a liberal, but that's another topic for another day. this is what I've always said about sports. Sports is the one thing, or actually it's one of three things that unites us, no matter what team you root for. This is the Show Sho Nuff Divided. Yeah, we hate each other's teams, but we love each other as people. And the very thing, ladies and gentlemen, that I have said, sports, food, and Jesus, whether you believe in Jesus or not, that's not even up for debate. But whether you eat food, you watch sports, and you believe in Jesus or not, taking Jesus away from this particular part of the conversation, food and sports has been the one thing that has united us in this country. And it's at an event that is meant to celebrate a feat in which we may or may not ever see again, depending on your age, is riddled with this tragedy. And it is at the mercy and cause of yet another mass shooting in what is supposed to be the greatest country in the world. Well, don't have me go there, because I'll pull the stats out for you. I'm at a loss for words, because this is not about the Chiefs, the Raiders, or the Patriots, and in Brian's case, the Jaguars, and whoever else has been on the show, Sapphire, Rachel, Gina, all you guys. This ain't even about football. This is about the loss of unspeakable proportions, and not just life, not just physical life. We're talking about the loss of peace of mind. We're talking about the loss of being able to celebrate together. I'm astounded. And
Yeah.
take it away. Somebody take it from me right now, please.
I don't.
My heart just, especially for the kids, because they were so excited. Like I said, I live here, so it's not just like get annoyed, right? They're so excited. They're so excited, and to go there and see their heroes. And
It's such a bonding experience between parents and children and friends, and
the most innocent
yeah,
thing they could have done today is go to that parade. So
exactly. Yeah.
endless, just senseless violence. Anyway.
No, I agree. I agree with you 100%. Yeah, I could go on and on and on, but my heart, here's the thing, my heart hurts. My heart hurts for, like I said, everybody involved. Like Willie said, it has nothing to do with who you root for, who you go. This was a travesty. It was absolutely.
Kids were out of school today in Kansas City.
I saw, they got out of school. Everything shut down. The whole city was rallying together to celebrate, the
really beautiful thing.
It is a beautiful thing.
It's a really beautiful event, and it just the saddest thing. So here's the thing: the trauma that everybody involved, especially the people that were there, will have to endure is absolutely just terrible. Mm-hmm. And I can't even watch videos right now, because I literally just cried for hours just watching. And like I said, I had a friend that loaded a stroller and left it. You just rip your baby up and you leave and you run, and that's absolutely it's just absolutely unacceptable. It was I'm close enough that I got the alert from the KC police. If you're in the area, leave. So
just leave. Yeah. Terrible.
Well, I thank you guys for thank you ladies for picking up those moments right there, because it's not very often that Willie Epting Jr. is at a loss for words. And I'm glad that you ladies are here and strong enough to help keep me up through the conversations. We don't know what's going to come of this. We don't know what type of protocol is going to be set forth for future events like this.
There's going to be changes.
There's going to be changes. And how much more can you do when you have 800 officers on the scene? I mean, and I got a glimpse of one of the people they had in handcuffs. And if you haven't seen it, there's several videos out there that show it. I saw it a few moments ago. It's just, I don't know, ladies. I don't know. Let's get to these comments. We got a couple real quick. I said I was going to be better about reading these in real time. Well, it's going to be real enough time because Brian, even before we came on, said it's a good thing. When I said Brian is not here, so we don't have to hear him talk, and maybe that's a good thing. And then
it's probably a good thing.
And then on Twitter, Ed_N_Columbus, prayers up to the KC fans. Hate can't win. You know what, man? I appreciate that because we appreciate that because it's not just the KC fans, it's fans of people. You have to be a people fan. And I actually posted, you guys got the daily mission today, right?
Yes. Yeah.
The daily mission today said people are going to hate you, or you can't drive out hate with darkness, or you can't drive out darkness with darkness. You can only do that with light. Be the light. And then this happens. Oh my gosh. And then Dr. Life Coach on Twitter says, please go there because I'd like to hear different points of views. Well, I appreciate your comment. However, this isn't the time for that. And, you know, if you follow any one of us on Twitter, at Cape Cod _girly, right? 617. Is that right?
Cape Cod _girly.
Oh, 617 is the other one. And then you have at here for football KC, the number 4. And then, of course, me, you see it right there on the screen at ShakeBack Media Group, abbreviated because, well, I might need to try to find out if I can actually put the whole thing on there since Elon Musk is now the man in charge. So before I could only get like, I don't know, 19 characters or whatever it is in my bio. Okay. All right. So again, thoughts and prayers to everyone. Everyone. I mean, oh my gosh. I don't want to get into a show that we had done here before every quarter. It's called Kick the Narrative, of which I was the host of, because we would talk about stuff like this for hours. I'm not gonna go there. We're gonna shift back to the NFL, and particularly the San Francisco 49ers and the Kansas City Chiefs and Patrick Mahomes and Andy Reid. So I know Leslie is, we all know that Leslie loves Tom Brady. And as
Where's she going? Where's she going?
I'm wearing a shirt because of all the shirts that I made, the one I made with Teshia is appropriate for today.
Let's see it.
I told her surprise me. Yeah.
Oh, that is nice. That is nice.
A talent girl. Oh,
it has little friendship bracelets on the sleeve because friendship is important to everybody. So involves several of the players and the year and all that stuff. So
is that what you got on right there?
What's that?
A friendship bracelet?
Me? It is a friendship bracelet. My best friend gave it to me for Christmas. I haven't taken it off.
Oh, well, awesome. And that is a dope shirt. And then she made the other shirt that none of us can wear at this point because it didn't happen. But I still have mine, and
so
I think I'm gonna frame it. And when I redo the studio, it's gonna be on the wall back there.
There you go.
Okay, so let's get to this. Let's talk about Patrick Mahomes first. Leslie, are you still calling him Patty?
Till the day I die.
Oh.
No respect at all.
I still have love for you, girl. It's okay. Oh God, sometimes it hurts.
I don't even mind most of the team. I mean, really, it's Patty Mahomes. I have a
Okay, so let me ask you this. Let me ask you guys this, and Leslie, we'll start with you because the conversation is heating up about whether or not Patrick Mahomes is the greatest of all time. He's only 27 years old. He's won 3 championships in 5 years. 28? He's 28. Lamar Jackson is 27. He's only 28, and he's got probably another 10 years of his prime left. Nah, it ain't 6.
7. That's 7.
She
What's
has
7?
the right to say that.
Oh,
That is
well,
7 years.
Brady has 7. But
Brady
Brady
is in phenomenal shape to this day. He was not hiding the 6-pack under the dad bod.
okay, but whatever. That ain't
not mine.
Listen, but this is the thing, though, and I'm making it sound as though I am a Patrick Mahomes apologist, and you guys already know how I feel about the whole team. So this is not about me loving Patrick Mahomes all of a sudden, or
I know how you feel about Tom Brady though. So
well, no, because at the end of Tom Brady's career, I started pulling for him because I wanted to see things that had never been done before. I won't ever say that about Patrick Mahomes because he plays with unless he comes to the Raiders, then we can have a discussion. So what I'm saying is in your non-biased, unangered, filtered.
Put the emphasis on non-bias.
But has he inched a little closer?
he's gotten closer. I mean, there's no doubt about that. But I just don't know that you. My issue with him is, and I think, especially with his words at the Super Bowl, like, of course he got MVP again, even though he wasn't the contributor to a lot of winning.
It should have been Hardman, but go ahead.
No.
Well,
no.
I would just blame the Jets, but that's a whole other thing. I think he thinks of himself, and this is just my opinion, just thinks of himself as the superstar, which to me just plummets any stock you had building up in my mind, because you're not. You are part of a team.
But he literally just went on camera and said, I don't consider myself a quarterback. I'm a football player. So
Right,
how is that arrogant?
No, but at the actual event, I mean, it was like, oh, this is the beginning of everything, and I'm this and I'm that.
There's nothing wrong with a little bit of cockiness. I mean, that sparks fuel, just like.
But okay, but let me intervene. Let me intervene real quick. Because he actually absolutely 100% has the right to say that. That whatever he wants to say about how great he is.
Oh,
yes, he does. I mean, come on now. And you talking to a person that does what to the Chiefs? I fill in the blank.
Them.
So imagine this coming from me. Look in my eyes. Look. Look into my eyes.
You look like a crazy person.
It happens sometimes.
I really don't think he does. I think if he gave the team more credit, that would be something, but it's always him. He didn't run into a touchdown.
But he doesn't say that about himself. Everybody else does.
Oh, he does. He does say that about himself. If he didn't, totally different. And then he'll backtrack. It's much like a ref thing, like, of course that happened. I feel like it's one of those of course videos, because of course that happened. Of course the refs didn't do anything. The holding, don't even get me started on that. And that last play, I mean, sweet baby Jesus. But no. He's just not the most humble of players. If he was more humble, I feel like he needs that coach from Ted Lasso that gives to Jamie in the first season of, you're a hell of a football player. Maybe if you thought of yourself not just as the one, but one of 11, how much better?
Yeah, I'm losing my mind.
I know.
And Leslie, I love you to death. Which, hold on. Can I say something? Listen. Growing up, I watched Tom Brady, and I had to learn the difference between hating somebody and hating the fact that they were really good. And I remember the shift. No, I'm saying I remember the shift when that happened because when I was, younger, I don't want to age myself, but when I was younger, I did
Oh,
follow the
God.
Colts, and we got Peyton Manning, and Peyton Manning was great, but Tom Brady was always better, and it was always that one moment of just, oh, we've got this. No, we don't. And at first, I was like, sorry, I'm not going to say it, but I will abbreviate it. I was like, F this guy, just F this guy and his ways and what he does. But then I realized he's just playing really good football, and you can't get mad at that. Like I'm a huge Tom Brady fan now. I'm a huge Tom Brady fan. I think he was a huge contributor to football. His talent is, I'm not even going to say to compare like Mahomes to Brady yet. But like Willie said, is it on its way? I think there's a possibility. We'll see. We waited 50 years for one. Now we have 3? So let's go. Well, it's 4 total, I think. Let's go. That's all.
That they're better. I just think and what I'm saying really should be encouraging to everybody. If he really considered like part of the team and not just his standalone self a lot.
They all hang out together though. They're all friends.
I know that, but not all the time. Just
that's what makes a team.
Teammates right after the game is over.
I don't want to argue with her. I like her too much. Let's do something else.
Yeah, we're gonna have to
on the field.
We're gonna have to disengage from this because this could go left. Leslie, but I mean, I completely disagree with what you're saying. But I do want to get to the next point, which is Andy Reid.
He's not a great player. I'm really not. I just think he's that much better if he embraced.
Yeah, and I think what we're saying is that none of us believe. I don't think that he's. I mean, I don't know. Let's just move on. Let's just move on. Let's talk about Andy Reid. We only got, ladies, like 15 minutes left to go.
Best coach ever.
And
what? You said Andy Reid.
Oh yeah. That's
currently.
You opened it up. I don't think he's the best ever.
No, I said currently. I said ever, but then I said currently.
Okay, because I think that he's probably third on the list for me.
Yeah,
I'm sure.
Bill Belichick.
I mean, no doubt about it.
If you're going ever, for sure. I currently.
Yeah, Bill Belichick, Chuck Noll from the Steelers, because they won 4 and didn't lose any. And then Andy Reid is probably third in my book.
Yeah.
Now, let me ask you guys about the other team, the 49ers. The reports came out that they did not know the overtime rules before they went into overtime.
But they were different, right? I mean,
Yeah, they were different.
They are different.
Because of us.
Yeah, because of Buffalo. They couldn't stop y'all. That's really what it was. But the thing is that I want to ask you guys
it would have been over, right? Had that actually regular rules of state.
Yes, it would have been over after they kicked that field goal.
Yeah.
The 49ers. But them stating that they didn't know the rules. Who is that more of an indictment on? Is it an indictment on John Lynch or Kyle Shanahan?
Coaches, all coaches, just every single one of them. Did you know that that we had a plan going into it? If they had actually scored, they had a whole. We had a we had a whole.
What position do you play?
What
position do you play?
I don't play.
I'm a fan.
I'm a fan.
She's a tight end, Leslie. She's a tight end.
They had a whole book of 2-point conversions because they already planned for that. They were like, they're going to score. We're gonna have to get that extra point, and they already had it planned. Which thankfully we didn't have to do. We just threw it to the old jet and Hardman.
Okay, but we don't need to go there. We know what happened. You don't have to do that. We're behind. We're the game within the game at this point. I think that it's an indictment on the entire organization. The entire organization. My brother Donnie Epting is one of the hugest San Francisco 49er fans I know. aside from Gina V, Gina and all of the crew there with Sports Laugh and Chill. I haven't talked to him since the game because I'm trying to let things simmer down. But this is an indictment on the entire organization. And that brings me to my next question.
Mm-hmm.
Should Kyle Shanahan, should his butt be feeling a little warm because he's going to be on the hot seat next season, Leslie?
Here's my thing with that, though. I mean, you make it to the Super Bowl, and anybody, I don't care who you make it to the freaking playoffs in football, you should not be on the hot seat ever, period, end of story. Like, even the Cowboys, no one should be in the hot seat. You made it to the playoffs. Stop complaining, right? I mean, I don't think so. Now, the whole story of they didn't know the rules, I don't know if that's just something they're saying now because I have a hard time believing that professional football players didn't know the rules. Now, I will be fair in saying I'm like looking at everybody and my family's looking at me going, wait, what? Like, when did this happen? But to be fair, a lot of games don't go to overtime anymore. So there was that. I don't think he should be on the hot seat, though. I really just don't. I don't know. It was a tough loss for him. I will give him that. I think they could be my backup team as a
wow. Come on. Let's go.
To be fair, I mean, I think the wives are great. Claire Kittle and Kristen Juszczyk. I mean, goodness gracious, like
I agree.
Two incredibly strong women. And Kristen Juszczyk, thank you, God, for giving women something else to wear besides a t-shirt /
I
jersey.
completely agree. I completely agree.
Yeah. So I mean, I don't think that he's on the hot seat. I mean, if that's the case, they've lost their minds. It's been a hot minute since they've been there. So
okay, Teshia, do you think Kyle should be?
Here's the thing. It's football. Sometimes you lose. Sometimes losing is a really, really good thing. Sometimes losing kicks you into the next level. And I hate to say this, and I try not to always go back to the Chiefs or whatnot, but losing when we thought we were really gonna, what was it, the run it back year, when we really thought we were gonna do it, it just elevates you if you have that passion for it. And I'm telling you, just like you said with Christian, I'm telling you, there's so much passion and love and camaraderie in that team. You know what? Excuse me. Sorry. It was a weird game. I'm not going to lie. It was a weird game, but we did win and that happened. So sorry about that.
I already said, we already know who won the game. You don't need to keep rehashing that.
But still, it was a good team. It's a good team that has a good foundation. Like they have a really good foundation as far as their players connecting. Yeah. I think, you know what? You take your loss, hit it on the chin, and you come back, and I think they might be scary next year. So
no.
When you lost to Tom, right? Like
no.
Come back and it's like dominate city. So that's it. Sorry, Willie. I know you're not a Niner fan, but I really think they could have something next year.
I think so as well.
No. Here, listen to me real quick. Here's the thing. This is the third time that Kyle Shanahan has blown a lead in the Super Bowl. The third time.
There's always a fourth.
Huh?
I said there's always a fourth time to get it right.
That's the thing. You don't want to get to a fourth.
I mean, if you win.
Kyle Shanahan, quite honestly, like if they would have made that extra point, this would not even be a conversation right
now.
Yeah, but that's football.
That is football.
That's just played out.
I hear an echo somewhere.
You have to. There's divine intervention somewhere. So.
Yeah. Okay. All right. 7 minutes left to go in the show. This is a Show Sho Nuff Divided. The stars, Leslie, Teshia, Bryan is is not with us. Go ahead, Teshia. You got your hand up like you're in school.
Yes, I do. Did anybody else see Isaiah Pacheco running with a baby goat?
Yes,
No.
I do.
Oh, that is absolutely beautiful. He was literally running down the street of Kansas City with a baby goat with a Patrick Mahomes jersey on it. I don't know where he got the goat, and I don't know where he returned it, but he sure ran down the road with it.
Because I live here, like could have just been someone's yard.
Check your backyard.
Backyard,
It was a all things aside, it was quite a spectacle. I don't know if anybody saw how drunk Travis Kelce was, but Patrick Mahomes was literally holding up. You guys know how big Chris Jones is? I can't tell you his actual weight. It's like what, 300 something?
310, 315, something like that.
And it was really funny because he tried to make it look like he was giving him a hug. He was literally holding him up when he was giving his speech. He was like, "Oh God, you're killing me!" And he did a really good job. Travis, that was more comical, but all things aside and given, it was a really fun start of the day for Kansas City.
I have to do this to you, Willie, because it's the last show of the season. You know how many times they showed T-Swift?
What was that? Oh.
Do you know how many times they showed T-Swift during the Super Bowl?
How many?
13.
Oh gosh.
13 what?
That's her favorite number.
Oh, 13.
So many things are 13. It's bananas. There was no chance they weren't winning. It was crazy. Sorry.
If I come over there, you want to get a tattoo? We'll get matching tattoos. I've done it before.
I'm always down for a tattoo. So
let's go, girl.
Well, this is the tattoo segment of a Show Sho Nuff Divided, where Leslie and Teshia have agreed to get matching tattoos. Like they have some high school crushes on each other. I don't know how else to put that. Okay, let's get to some social media comments. I do have one more question for you guys before we get up out of here, because I have something I need to go over with y'all after the show.
I'm a person, but
Dr. Life Coach, he gives a salute, and that was in reference to us talking about what we were talking about in terms of Jesus being a liberal. If you want to put it in a particular, again, we're not gonna do that. But that was my comment that made him say that. Dr. Life Coach also says, now is Leslie going to wear it too? So are you gonna put on the Chiefs heart shirt like
No, we don't expect that at all.
with the Patriots in the middle.
Brian chimes in and says Shanahan should be fired. You're not here to he's not here to God. He makes boneheaded decisions that I can agree with. The decision to run CMC one or two times in the third quarter is a problem, and that bonehead decision to receive an overtime. You know what? I actually agree with that first part.
Because see every damn play. I mean,
they only ran the ball. They only ran the ball one time in the third quarter. Once.
Yeah, they changed up their strategy. It's terrible.
That was stupid because
absolutely terrible.
Yeah. Brian, that shirt is hideous. I guess he's talking about this Chiefs shirt.
Oh, hold on. I got a tissue. Just a second.
It's bad.
Let me grab a tissue. Hold on. You good?
13 is my favorite number. Shaking my head.
24 is mine. So.
Oh gosh. Okay, one other question before we get up out of here. Obviously, nobody's gonna bet against Patrick Mahomes ever again, because as I was getting prepared for this show, I found something that made me think, and I was like, Teshia,
what?
You said this a while back, and I cannot find it because
my gosh, what was it?
If I could find it, I will play it. And
we'll
it's
just
only
say it. I'll believe you because you're
because I'm what?
Honest.
I'm what?
Honest. I got you.
Oh, well,
It-
well, I don't know about that part
Come on. Let
because
me hear it.
this is a show Sho Nuff Divided. So anything goes, right?
Absolutely.
So let me see if this is it. Here we go right here.
It sounds to me like you're asking me if we're playing football. We're definitely not playing football. That is no. I mean, we might be playing, but it's not football. Yeah. No, not worried at all. And oh my gosh, I swear, if we lose, and you know what though, there's always a chance you can. So if something like that happens, I hope you give me enough heck. I gave you, but I think this one's a is our next week not the Frankfurt game?
I don't know. I'm not a fan of that stupid team. You should know that.
I do know that. So we're gonna be it's a bye week. Sorry. So we have a bye week, and then the next game is our Germany game. So this is gonna be really good. We're gonna go like scrimmage some football, rough a couple little kids up, like be like pop, and then we'll play some really good football. Travis Kelce will be on his high horse. Pat Mahomes is gonna be really, really, really good, and then we're gonna have like all this time to rest and also internationally travel. And also, I'm sure Taylor Swift will be there. You know, if she's not, then you'll get 50% from Kelsey, which is still 100% on anybody else. But I'm really not worried. No, it'll be fun to watch though. I'm gonna watch it.
Yeah. But I'm telling you right
I
now,
won't be upset. I don't think so. That's a plus.
if for some reason, any reason at all, the Broncos beat Kansas City,
It could happen.
wait a minute.
It could happen.
No. That's the thing. We don't think that it can.
Confident.
Teshia, do you remember that?
I feel like, yeah, I do remember that.
You do remember that.
But you know what? Hold on, though. Back to back.
Well,
Who's the last team to do that?
that was the game.
Yeah.
Before
Who
Thursday
was
night's
that?
game,
Who was that?
before they played the Broncos. And the
It's
Broncos
fascinating.
beat the Chiefs 19-9 in Denver on Thursday Night Football. That was the game that I bet on or bet for the Kansas City Chiefs winning the game, and they lost. And that's how I wound up wearing that stupid hat again for a lot of the doggone shows this season.
You
You have to know that there's a few teams that we play that you're going to lose against. And Leslie, you would know this. Colts. Anytime you played against the Colts when Manning was there, that was rough. You never knew.
Manning's killed us for some reason.
Well,
the Manning to us was the Yankees to Pedro, and I just can't even go.
Sorry. Yeah, so you had the Colts. You had, and then I'm just telling you that there's two teams I don't like to play against because and that's the Broncos and the freaking Raiders, because you can always beat us at any given time.
Well,
what was that?
The freaking Raiders.
Fuck. Oh, freaking Raiders. I said nothing. I covered my mouth. You can't see it. I covered it.
Hey. All right, so
Kansas City people is they loved Bo Jackson during the summer and then hated him coming football season.
All right, so here's my question. And oh, by the way, thank you guys out there for checking us out on Facebook, LinkedIn, YouTube, Instagram TV, and of course Twitter. There's folks out there that's watching on Instagram. And we have a couple comments. Let's see. Football Talk with Bo says LOL. I'm pretty sure he's laughing at something that Teshia said or did. Okay. Here's my last question, and we gotta go. Because I'm not betting against Patrick Mahomes, even if he is playing in a wheelchair. I'm not betting against that dude. So let's just say the Kansas City Chiefs are the automatic favorite to go back to the Super Bowl in 2024, which will be 2025. Do we foresee the 49ers making a viable run to meet them again in Super Bowl 59, which is going to be in New Orleans? I don't see it.
I see them making the viable run. Whether the Chiefs are there, I think might be the question.
I think the Chiefs had a better chance of being there than anybody else in the league.
I agree.
No.
We're underdogs already. Already, we're Super Bowl winners back to back, and we're still underdogs. So keep saying it, keep preaching it, keep talking it up. Let's go. That's fuel to the fire. We'll go. We'll go.
Go back to back. They're not.
We're gonna three-peat. Hold on. This is
Who let the dogs out?
I did. I'm sorry. I don't know. Something's here apparently. Boom. Kansas City.
Yeah.
Let's go.
All right. Okay, ladies, let's get out of here. I want y'all's thoughts on the show for this season, how we did, what can we do to be better, and just any emotion at all whatsoever.
They're a sports fan.
Go ahead, Leslie.
I was just turn Teshia into any other sports team fan.
Oh, that would be dope. That would be dope.
I was gonna say something really heartfelt. Can I say it?
Yes.
Leslie, you're beautiful. You are amazing. I love you as a person, and I actually honestly love you as a sports fan. I absolutely love the back and forth and all the, I don't want to say the S word, but all the crap talk and just all the things you feel, like that emotion. I absolutely love that. And that's what keeps me going watching football. And I just want to say thank you. And it's been beautiful. And Willie, you already know you're amazing and all of that. Love it. We've already been there, but Leslie's new. And I just really, really appreciate you. Honestly, I do. I really do.
I really do. And Teshia, I give you a lot of crap, but it's mostly because I live here and I have to deal with it on a 24/7 basis. But yeah, congratulations to the Kansas City Chiefs on their back-to-back Super Bowl.
Yeah.
That was it.
We just say it real soft.
Congratulations.
Never happened if you don't really say it, right?
Yeah, congratulations to those turds. Wait a minute. Look, wait a minute.
Oh.
Look at this. Are you kidding me?
Hey, guess what? I love you all. I love you all. Love you all. Heart.
Well, thanks, Brian. Thank you for chiming in at the last moment of the show. And your voice sounds horrible, so you need to get off of here and you need to go drink some ginger tea with lemon and honey and peppermint.
Yeah, all that sounds disgusting, but yeah, that's fine. I'll do it. I promise. Anything to help. And Teshia, congratulations on your team winning. I couldn't not jump on here to give you congratulations on them.
Oh,
and,
yeah.
And I was watching, and y'all were all giving each other props and stuff. And on the last show, I couldn't just sit back. I had to get on and say, that I love you all. So,
well, that goes back, man, right back to you, boomerang style. Go ahead and stay right there, Brian, because we fixing to get out of here. And it's been a great ride. If y'all allow me just a few seconds to say this, it's been a great ride. I think our team is tremendous. And of course, we're always looking to add to the team because we love sibling fights. That is what we do. All right. So season 2, that's a wrap. We'll be back ever so often throughout the off seasons, particularly when the draft kicks up, which is going to be in 2 months. Free agency, the new league year, and all that. So we'll still have sporadic shows throughout the off season at times and dates to be determined. But until then, you know what it is. This has been a Show Sho Nuff Divided. That's Teshia, the world champion.
Let's go.
That's Leslie. That's Brian.
Yes, she did.
That's Run DMC. I'm Willie. Y'all take care of each other. Y'all hug each other. Y'all love each other. And we'll holler at y'all again real soon. Peace. Until the off season. Wait a minute. Come back. King, come back. Oh, yeah. Come on back. We'll holler at y'all again real soon. Peace. We out. Y'all be good.